Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough.
Wide open spaces. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Rides to back and leaves it. And the Red Wolves brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
On the ground, it's Clay. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the option, he'll do it himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. To the ground with the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some.
He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Hawaii's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Working that left side now. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got enough for the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Davis looking to pass. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Warriors! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Goes to the option. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
Bernie on the Jets. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Red Wolves, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. There he goes! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He's loose. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. He's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Might be changing the route. Davis will throw. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hawaii. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's crossed. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here comes the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. Davis looking to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Got room at the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field.
Turning it on. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Scores on the sneak.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thuris. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch, it's Thuris. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Davis will throw. Might be looking to run. That's caught. It's Barfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
It's running room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets into the 26.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Try to barge their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks it into the end. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB isn't a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The play action fake. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, a Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Davis looking to pass. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that's certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
He'll do it himself. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to...
He lost one down the sideline. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Davis will throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. Oh, he found a space on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game and build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming out with it, it's Harrell. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splat.